Hello, hi, this is IK from Preps365 with another video. We have GBPUSD again to analyze. The last analysis we did on GBPUSD was a bearish one, and it worked as planned, and it's working perfectly as planned. On the last video on 20th July, we made an analysis on GBPUSD where we gave some rejection points on this trend line from the weekly. And GBPUSD seems to be rejecting from that same line again. Seems to be rejecting from that same line. And if this works out as planned, we might see a lot of sells to this middle line. GBPUSD might visit this middle line in the future. We don't know about this for now. Can't conclude on that. But GBPUSD might visit this middle line. So let's start our analysis again from the monthly. From the monthly, we can see a bearish support building here. It broke above this line just recently. You can see here right in January 2022 we had a problem over there. 2023 July 2023 the monthly candle came over there and rejected, which led to this crash. In September of 2024 we came to this same point again. We closed above it, opened the next month, and look at what happened there. Bearish engulfing. I would have looked for some sales over here, but it never happened. It never happened. Just crashed so massively. I might look for another sell over here, which might be very risky. But this bearish engulfing candle shows that there was a huge rejection, and this led up to this place and even broke this level and came all the way down to this zone. Now we are in 2025 of June, where we closed above the same level, and it looks like we are forming a bearish engulfing candle. We need to know how this July will end. So it's a huge analysis going on here on GBP. GBP is bearish, and bearish. Let's go to the weekly. So on the weekly, last week you see a huge rejection from these zones. This looks like a head and shoulder pattern. Let's go to the line chart and see what's going on there. On the line chart, you can see this bearish QM. So it's a bearish engulfing pattern, a break of. You can see it's a break of structure. This support, there was a close below it, retraced at this zone and broke. So let's come over here and see the reaction points. So over here we can see some reactions going on here. Let's bring our line, our straight line to let's drop it over here. Let's mark it as blue to signify daily candle. Can you see what happened here? We had a support on this line, so we had some tried to buy from this line. Some buyers came on this line to try their best to buy. It was a scuffle over here, and it tanked the price. This is institution with high volume. So we came there again. Just came there again. 1.3575. Very important zone. We had some rejections here. Let's also talk about this zone. This zone was a very interesting zone from 20th July that we discussed about. How there was a scuffle over here, a very huge scuffle. We can see that scuffle from. Let's go back to the daily to see how that scuffle ended. So there was a scuffle over here. I'm trying to. Okay, yeah, this is the closing price for this scuffle. So there was a huge scuffle over here last week. Over here, we had a little scuffle here. We tried to break this level, but we kept failing. Immediately we broke that level, we took a buy here and closed over here. So the daily close above. Immediately the daily close above this zone. That was a red flag already that we are coming over here. So when we reached here, we took our profits and start looking for sales. The next level target is over here. Let's go to this weekly zone. The weekly zone, there's a scuffle. Can you see the scuffle that happened right over here? You can see some buyers on this line. You can see some buyers trying to buy and even trying to sell. They were taken out. You can see the buyers here. You can see the buy portion, the sell portion. We can draw this by two lines to signify the scuffle was just too much over here. So we're expecting GBPUSD to, the sales started from here, and we're expecting it to end over here. So let's go back to the daily. So the daily is currently rejecting from this zone. If you wanted to take a sell on this, you would have drawn it. You would have come here. So if you wanted to take a sell from there, the first thing we do is to draw a trend line. So how did we take a sell? First of all, drew a perfect trend line from the 30 minutes. 30 minutes is normally good to draw trend lines from 30 minutes. If you want to choose between the 15 minutes and 1 hour, it's better you draw it from the 30 minutes because it combines best qualities of both 15 minutes and 30 minutes. You can see this line over here. Maybe we broke this line, I knew there's a problem. Maybe we broke this line to the downside, I knew there's a problem. And why did I believe that there's a problem? Because of this resistance level over here. So let's go back to our candlestick charts. So let's go back to the 1 hour. So on the 1 hour, you can see some rejection points coming over here. So I'm just going to tell you how I took an entry over here. You can see some buyers sitting over here, and the bulls took this price up. So immediately that was taken up. So immediately the bulls took this price up, and I just waited for the 1 hour, and you can see how the 1 hour closed below. This IS chart is not showing it well. If you use another chart, you see how this 1 hour closed below this trend line and closed below this level. After this, we took an entry right on this, and we tanked the price. So first level target was here. Tried to support that level, but it broke again. More sales was taken, but it now retests that zone, which is a very, because I would have taken another sell over here because of this sharp drop. With this, if the price had touched this level, it would have tanked heavily. So that would have been a second entry. The first level target for this sell is all the way here. Second level target is all the way here. Now the first level target is here, second level target is here, third level target is here. So 3 targets for this sell. So coming next week, expect more sales on GBPUSD. We're expecting more sales on GBPUSD. At this zone, we might retest this zone if possible, and come over here and come over here. So we need to watch out how GBPUSD works. Might visit this zone because there was no, that zone was never tested. It just broke through the zone. Let's go to the 1 hour. There is no retest of that zone on the 1 hour. Let's go to the 30 minutes to see if there was no retest. But there was a kind of a retest here, but let's end it at the 1 hour. Let's go to the 15 minutes to see how that zone was. Okay, that zone had some, if you try to retrace this on the 15 minutes, this is the zone. And it had a slight retracement over there. Slight one. Let's draw a new line there. Control C. and draw this over here. This is the freshest zone. So we're expecting some retracement. There's a lot of liquidity sitting there, but the price was not tested. So it looks like we might revisit this zone, or we might look for more zones to revisit and look for more sales till this zone is taken out. So these lows are taken out. So 1.3307. That's the my bearish target for GBPUSD. So thank you for watching. Let's see the. So if you have taken a sell over here, that would have been. Let's see the position you should have taken. Where would have been your stop loss? This is a very good. Your stop loss will be hard. It would be somewhere here. Just you can put your stop loss here just to make it maybe 20 pips. Just covering these two lines. This is a very good RR, and it worked out perfectly. This is like 1:20. This is a huge profit target for those that had to sell all the way from here. So 1.3307 is my final target, bearish target for GBPUSD. Those who took sell over here from our last week analysis, if you had observed this line and found it sell entry, you'd have made a lot of money to this point. So thank you for watching and have a wonderful day ahead. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, bye bye.